It was a shock loss for the Super Falcons of Nigeria in the hands of BAYANNA of South Africa. 4-2 that ended, and what a match it was. It's a very good way to cap the finale for the AISHA BUHARI Cup. It's on that note I welcome you to today's edition of the show. I'm your host, Samson Oloide, and I'm not doing this alone. I've got a guest right here, and I'll be introducing him right after this break. To stay around. Welcome back from that break. Now, quickly, let's delve into the thick of things. I've got Favor Okereke right here. Favor, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Thank you. The AISHA BUHARI Cup ended yesterday, and the Super Falcons, 4-2. What happened?
I'm so disappointed. Like, everyone, like practically every Nigerian wanted them to win. Because, like, the cup is AISHA BUHARI's cup, the First Lady's cup.
Yes.
So we all wanted the Super Falcons to, like, bring back the cup home and getting the South Africans
of all teams,
defeating them 4-2. Like, that's so disappointing and shocking to every Nigerian.
Although when we say of all teams, we also need to understand that they are the second-ranked team, talking about female football in Africa, and the rivalry has been there, but we've always in quote, prevailed. Yes. So this was quite shocking because this was at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, and 3-0 at some points. We rallied back. Vivian getting a brace in there, 3-2. Seemed like we're going to get things, level matters. And the fourth goal, 2 penalties. What can you say about the defense line?
I think the coach has to do something about the defense. The defense line is shaking. Like, they don't know how to compress pressure. I don't know how to put it. Like, they all
so withstand the pressure. Yes,
they don't know how to withstand the pressure. Everybody overlap. All of a sudden, a counter attack, penalty,
and then we concede penalties and goals.
Yes, I think they were the better team yesterday, so they deserve the cup. Definitely,
no doubt about that. The South Africans, BAYANNA as they are known. The men are known as Bafana, but for the women, they are known as BAYANNA. They deserved it. And let's talk about Desire Okparanozie, our own striker. Prophet gets in front of goal yesterday. So many squandered chances. What about her? Confidence?
I was saying, what I would say is we need to get a new striker. Like, the scouting teams, they need to go out, search for a new striker. I think she's getting old. Yeah, she's getting old and is already showing on her game. Like, a lot of missed chances yesterday, which was like, if we have top strikers like Oshoala, if it were to be Oshoala who had
those chances,
it would have been a goal. So I'm so disappointed in Okparanozie. So I think the coach needs to start looking for, or should get a new striker to replace her. I think once the competition is there, she's going to step up.
Yes. It must be said, we even have strikers in the Nigerian Women's League, the NWL, because Monday Gift, who got the brace against Mali, is from there. Even Vivian, who scored the 2 goals in the finale yesterday, is also playing a tried here, in the domestic league. So, is it time that the young women, talking about those playing their trade in the domestic league, is it time for them to step up?
Yes. I think the problem we have here the female team is they're looking for players outside the country, trying to fall back to their home base.
Yes.
I think if you go to teams like Warri Angels, they have good players. They can just
even Rubber Queens.
Yes.
Monday Gift is from Rubber Queens.
Exactly. So I think they are looking for international players, Nigerian female strikers. I think they should fall back to the home base and check. There should be a better striker there that is going to replace Okparanozie. And who knows?
Well, just as you said, who knows? Just maybe we'll get back to winning ways. But the AISHA BUHARI Invitational Women's Tourney, it must be said, it's not a full-blown tournament, so it doesn't carry, prize money or rankings and all of that. It's just a tournament to enable, the game to be more acceptable within the women folk, so to speak. Let's move away from that to Europe, where it was all about the Carabao Cup, also known as the English Football League. And yesterday's results, we had Manchester City whooping Wycombe by 6-1. It was a mismatch, and Liverpool as well ran out 3-0 winners against Norwich City. Man City, it was a really strong team. Kevin De Bruyne playing for 90 minutes. You had Sterling in the mix as well. What's with City this time around?
Going down like it goes to I think 13th minute. Yeah.
They considered first.
Yeah, a bit. I was like, what's
happening?
Like, against Southampton, they drew.
They drew, yeah.
0 shot on target. Like, now against this
Wycombe, yes.
Yeah, like, I was like, what's happening to Guardiola? I think he saw his mistake all of it. Like the second half, he changed his tactics and it worked for him. And about the Nigerian Akinfenwa playing for
Wycombe, yes, it's 39 years.
I felt the coach shouldn't have played him full match. He's 39 years old. He's old.
But he's still strong physically. He's still, you know, he still has it with him in terms of his physique. You know, he's bulky. He's got the pace, the energy, and that's what his coaches, you know, prefer about his playing style.
That's true, but checking his age, he's 39 years old.
Well, Ronaldo is 36. If Ronaldo can deliver, then I mean, Akinfenwa. But it's not even about Akinfenwa. I think it was just about the gulf in quality between both teams, because regardless of who Wycombe fielded, it would have probably been the upset of a century if they had beaten Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium.
With the likes of De Bruyne and Sterling. Yeah.
It was a really strong lineup from City. City.
I think they needed that win to gain confidence back.
Definitely.
Their next game against Chelsea.
It's a big one. Let's see how that pans out.
Yeah.
It's a big one. And then for Liverpool, 3-0 winners. You had Takino Minamino, who got the brace in there, and Origi as well. These are two strikers who are outcasts in terms of the Liverpool setup, because Sadio Mane as well as Firmino and Diogo Jota, those are the three players who are playing in that mix alongside Salah. So you have the four who are constant features in Liverpool's starting 11.
Minamino, this is first match this season.
Yes, first match.
He scored. I think Liverpool are the favourites to win their cup. They have the squad, they have the team. I think they played their second 11 yesterday, and Man City played their first 11. Yeah, so that's the difference. Liverpool, they are strong, they have good substitutes, they rotate their
easily.
Players, yes. So I think Liverpool are the favourite to win the cup. Yeah.
But City have won the last 6 of the 7 editions.
I don't think it's going to happen this time around.
Well, let's see how that pans out. For the Carabao Cup, it's also another cup competition that doesn't have lots of money in terms of prize money. It's more of a charity, competition, so to speak. A paltry £100,000 is what the winner gets for, lifting the Carabao Cup trophy. And as I said earlier, Manchester City have won. The noisy neighbours, as they were once known as, they've won 6 of the last 7. Let's see if they can make it 7 out of 8 this season. But they definitely have their hands full with likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, and all other top teams still in contention. We'll move away from that quickly to Anfield, talking about Liverpool's stadium. And Anfield is going to be expanded an additional 7,000 seats. This is an expansion that started since 2014. Now they want to add additional 7,000 seats to make it 61,000.
61,000 seats.
Yeah, the capacity.
I think that's good. Anfield is a stadium where you come in as an outsider to play, you'll be scared because the fans, the noise, everything.
The atmosphere.
So, adding
terrific.
Another 7,000 people to that amount. It's going to be deadly for an away team coming to play there. The crowd, the cheering, everything. I think is going to surprise the other players coming to play against Liverpool in Anfield. Yes. And
for fans back home, information you can use if the expansion is done is to make Anfield the 3rd largest stadium in England. Talking about capacity, that's behind Old Trafford, Theatre of Dreams, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur's new White Hart Lane Stadium. So the expansion is set to be completed just before the 2023-2024 season. So in 2 seasons from now, Liverpool will be playing in a 61,000 capacity stadium. And as you said, it's good for business because that's ticket sales. 7,000 people. More money, more revenue. If the fans are buying tickets for £50 or £35, which is the fee now, depending on the VIP section and what have you.
Everything.
If you multiply that by 7,000 people, that's more money. More money for them.
More gain for Liverpool.
Definitely. And it must be said that it's not just more money for the club, it's also job opportunities for the people of Liverpool, talking about those who reside at the Merseyside, because as a result of the expansion, there's going to be an additional 400 jobs available for people. Currently, for every home game, Liverpool has 2,200 personnel working. Every home game, 2,200 people, from stewards to groundsmen to janitors, you can name it, 2,200. If the expansion takes place, 400 more people will join that, labor force. So as much as it's more money for the club, it's also employment opportunities for others.
People staying around the place, yes, that's very nice of them. Like every home game, you have 2,000 people working. Like that, it's not just about the footballers alone, the money, the coaches, the owner of the football club, but also the people around it. The supporters have like job opportunities to work. I think that's very, very nice from Liverpool. And I'm also sure after the 7,000 expansion, we want to go more. That's also more money, more job opportunities for people. That's very good. So
overall, while looking at a situation wherein folks can earn a living, you know, especially folks who depend on paychecks, live from paychecks to paychecks, they can always look forward to working with Liverpool Football Club. Yes. And away from Anfield, let's still talk about football, but this time it's all about the money. Yes, lots of monies we're talking about here for these footballers who earn massive wages, you know, and it's basically an income for a lifetime, so to speak, especially for footballers who are smart enough to invest, you know, these monies. And then we're referring to the Forbes list of 2021, talking about the highest paid footballers in the world. And it's no longer Lionel Messi. According to Forbes, it's that man known as CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo of Manchester United is the highest paid footballer in the world, talking about the year 2021. And these figures are proud to payment of tax or taxation as it were. So for Ronaldo is earning $125 million proud to tax. Too much money. That's it on your screen. There you have it. That's the list top 5. And you have Ronaldo, $125 million, an equivalent of £91.6 million before taxes, as I said, for the 2021-2022 season. Lionel Messi is second, earning $110 million, which is an equivalent of £80 million for the season. And third is Neymar with $95 million, an equivalent of £69.6 million. And Mbappe is the fourth on the list, and Salah fifth on the list. So we have 3 PSG players: Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, the super trio right there in the mix. For Ronaldo, $70 million out of the $125 million is coming from his salary and bonuses. $70 million will be coming from that, while the remaining $55 million is from sponsorships. And for these players, it's not just about the brands they represent in terms of being ambassadors for, it's also about the image rights, amongst other things. And Ronaldo, $125 million before tax. So much money.
It's any money from the sales of a shirt as well.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. You know, this thing is, I think last year was Lionel Messi.
Messi was, yes.
Like, the rivalry is still there.
It's still there.
One way or the other. Neymar. I'm also shocked about Mbappe. He's the youngest in the list. I think he's 23.
Yes.
Now, imagine him taking that sum of amounts yearly till he's like 35, 36. Like, that's a whooping sum of money.
It's about the brand. It's about the brand. And when you look at football right now, players that are marketable, talking about, you know, media-friendly players who can have the face, they have the personality. You have to reckon with the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe as having that, you know, that's marketable
also
pedigree.
Salah, so I think is the
Salah, the only African top 5.
Yes, yes. Also Salah. I'm happy for him. Like, considering his move from Chelsea to Roma back to Liverpool before he regained like his top form and everything, the money. I think that's good for him. I think it's high time he move away from Liverpool to Madrid for more investment and more money as well.
And it must be said that the funny thing about this list, or the interesting thing rather, is that these players can even earn more. Because this was compiled just at the beginning of the season. Now there's every you know, tendency that's along the line more brands will come in for sponsorships and ambassadorial roles, and you could also have more jersey sales, image rights, amongst other things. So lots of monies for these players, and for some of them they've invested smartly. Not just in terms of, you know, real estate or what have you. They've also tried to give back to the society via various foundations and charity organizations. So, money, money, money. Aisha, you won't play football?
Like, with the way it's going, I think football is like the best thing for
right now.
Like, moving to now. Like, whether you play week in, week out, or you don't play, if you have injury, you still earn your money, your agent, everything. Like, week in, week out.
And there's insurance.
Insurance.
Life insurance, health insurance.
I think Messi is insuring his left leg. Also, I think so. So, like, the money is just there in football. Whether you play, and once you are good and you have the market figure, as you said, yes, I think you will make more money. And not just about making the money, it's also the investment. I think Ronaldo owns a hotel, one of the biggest hotels in Portugal. Same as Messi, they have
lots of investments. Yes,
I think that's good for them. That's why they're always on top, regardless of their age. 35,
36,
33. Yeah, I think 3 to 4 years is still Ronaldo and Messi. Definitely
still Ronaldo and Messi. Talking about footballers, do not forget that that list, the one you can see on your screen right now, is about footballers being the highest paid, footballers in the world. But in terms of endorsements, in terms of sponsorship, no one comes close. No one comes close to tennis legend Roger Federer, who is earning a whopping $90 million from sponsorships alone. $90 million from sponsorships alone. When you compare that to what Ronaldo is earning in terms of sponsorship, $55 million, you can see it's almost double the price. Anyways, we'll go on a quick break right now. When we return, we'll be talking about basketball, and it's all about the FIBA AFROBASKET Women's Championship, where the Tigress of Nigeria, the two-time defending champions, are into the quarterfinals.
16-point lead for Nigeria. Kalu creates that space. Nice shot from Kalu. Nice backdoor cut. And the pump fake. Look at the moves from number 12, Farida Abdelnabi. Rebound wrapped down by Slata. Long pass to Aleji. She's going to spin and go up. What a block from Joseana Vash, the 6'1" center who does it all for Cape Verde. Beautiful. Their only elite scorer. Sahi, nice spin move with the fadeaway. It's good. That was desperately needed by Nigeria to end up both being fired. Ayaz rattles it in, and look at the bench go wild. That was beautiful from NO.1.
And there you have top 5 plays from Cameroon, where the women basketballers are making it happen. And for the Tigress, as I said just before the commercial break, two-time defending champions, champion in Bamako in 2017, defeated Senegal, and champions in Dakar 2019, defeated Senegal again. Now they are in the quarterfinals. The Tigress won both matches in the group stages, Mozambique and Angola.
I'm sure they'll be the champions again. Like they are like the favorites to win this tournament. They are good. I've watched them play. Like, I love the way they play, unlike the Super Falcons. I'm sure they won't disappoint this time. They are going to go on to win. Senegal is also in the
in the quarterfinals, yes.
As well. So I think Senegal too will progress, Nigeria will progress, but I see the Tigers winning this particular tournament this time around.
Well, let's hope they do, really, because they're going for a historic three-peat. That's winning 3 successive titles. And the last team to do that was Senegal. They are the champions, or the overwhelming champions when it comes to the history of the competition. 11 titles they've got compared to the Tigers, who have won the championship just 4 times. So we're going for a historic 3rd on the run, on the trot, and more importantly, our 5th title. The big question is if they can make it count. Definitely Senegal will be the nemesis, because they were the teams at the losing end on both occasions when the Tigers won in 2017 and 2019.
I think this time they'll come out strong. That they wouldn't want to lose again like they did. They wouldn't want to make the same mistake they did the last time. But I still see the Tigers, they are going to defeat them. That's if they meet. I think the Tigers is going to defeat them.
Well, they will at some point, especially, if there's no upsets. They will at some point. Let's look at the Senegalese team. They started the competition strong, won their first match, 100 to 31 points, the golfer margin. And the second match was a bit challenging. You know, it was against the Egyptian women who made a very good account of themselves, but the Senegalese prevailed. Let's watch the highlights of that match. When we return, we'll be talking about the Tigress and their chances of lifting a third successive title.
You have to keep an eye on the shot clock. Soraya Mohammed fires up a shot just in time, and Egypt will be the ones to draw first blood in this match. 80% from inside the arc. GMA
her last 2 points, and that is why Coach Ahab is speaking to her like that. And she does. She rewards him.
Whatever he said, it certainly worked. She's trying to get space. Gets it out to Foul. Foul back out to Yaxine Diop. Yes! Yaxine Diop with one of the biggest three-point shots of this game.
There you have live actions from Cameroon, and that was the Senegalese women making it happen in Yaoundé. And what can we say? I mean, we've seen it already.
It's still pretty strong, but I think the likes of Kaluiz and Adora, they're surely going to make
it happen, right?
Yes, they're going to make it happen. We have high hopes on them, and I'm sure they will deliver.
Okay, talking about delivering, let's see if the Tigress will be able to deliver a third successive title, you know, for Nigeria, and the fifth, talking about the FIBA AFROBASKET Women's Championship going on right now in Cameroon. It's going to end on the 26th of September, and it's our high hopes as Nigerians that on the 26th, the Tigress, once again, will be lifting the trophy as the champions of that competition. Okay, enough of basketball right there, talking about the FIBA AFROBASKET Championship. Let's move on to boxing quickly. And this weekend, Saturday, it's the big one. Anthony Joshua, Nigeria's own Anthony Joshua, fighting from Britain, will be taking on USYK in his title defense. One word, what do you expect?
Straight win for Anthony Joshua.
Really? That easy?
First round knockout. I'm 100% sure for Anthony Joshua.
Both boxers are confident. They're confident about their chances of winning. As you can see on the screen, Joshua training had the uppercuts and the right hooks. Same thing with USYK.
I think the experience will come in play for Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
Considering the likes of people he fought, Ruiz, the last one, understand. So I think Alexander is just
a newbie.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua is the big dog, and he's going to defeat Alexander here. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, still talking boxing, let's talk about SAUL CANELO ALVAREZ against Caleb Plant. It's the undisputed super middleweight bout, and the first press conference, fireworks already. You know, from the stare down, there was a shove, lots of verbal exchanges, and then there was a cut because both boxers, you know, threw punches and slaps, and it was fiesty to say the least.
It's going to be a tough one for both boxers. Both of them are good physically, mentally. They are both strong. I won't be surprised if that game ends up a draw.
If the bout ends in a draw?
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah, I won't be surprised.
Well, considering Canelo's, you know, knockout ratio, Billy Joe Saunders seemed like the formidable foe who could make it happen. It was dispatched in 7 rounds.
That's true, but I still see a draw there, considering the fact that the both of them, like, I'm also sure his opponents watch his moves,
Caleb Plant,
yes, and get ready for everything. So I think it probably might end in a draw.
Talking about Caleb Plant, just look at that. Look at the scar, you know, the cuts on his face, just from the press conference. And these are cuts that we've seen over the years that makes bouts get postponed. But Plant and his team have come out to say he's fine, he's good to go. It was just a minor cut. It seems minor, but it's below the eye. That's dangerous, especially with the bout coming up in less than 2 weeks from now, November 6th.
That's really dangerous. Like, it's deep.
Yeah,
that's very deep. Yeah.
I'm quite surprised. Anyways, let's see how that goes. It's all about the super middleweight, you know, title. It's unification, and winner takes it all. Talking about unifying all 4 belts. SAUL CANELO ALVAREZ has 3 of those belts, while Caleb Plant has 1. That's the IBF. Whoever emerges champion will be the undisputed champion, and that's going to be historic because that'll be the first time in boxing's history that a man would hold all 4 belts. Talking about the super middleweight, you know, division. Let's see who carries the day. That's how much we can take on today's edition of the show. I've been your host, Samson Loide. Favor Okereke has been the guest. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's it on the arena. Until we come your way again, do not change the channel because it's on iBrandTV here. You get the best of content, especially business angles. Do stay around.